Love makes the world go round. It is a theme of famous hits, great poems, and thousands upon thousands of novels. But does love really make the world go round? The answer is yes, love makes the world go round only because love is a person. We are obliged to say, however, this word has been misused and exploited by many a people, especially in the post-truth generation, not to mention in Generation X, Y, and Z. According to Google Trends Analytics, the word love has maintained the top 25 percentile for the most relevant search words in the past 5 years. Please note, in this exploration we are using the word love in its formal archaic sense, or if you like, old school definition. A little background. During the end of 20th century, and the dawn of this millennia, one of the main fears that haunted many people, besides the apocalypse, was the nightmare that robots will take over the world. The sentiments have then metamorphosed quite a bit, and a significant amount of people are actually falling in love with them. These robots, which are highly computerized, can possibly do a lot of things that are good to individuals and society. Nevertheless, they have their place. It is a great reminder that humanoids and other kind of robots are human inventions, which are great tools that receive and compute commands, then function based on them. In other words, robots or computers are only as smart as their designers and developers design them. Well, now since the cat is out of the bag, let's venture into what we would like to call the derailment of the human mind. You may wonder, and what exactly is this seemingly ambiguous term? To put it in simple words, you are already aware the human mind can sometimes play tricks on people, and even worse, like an intoxicated driver, take a wrong turn altogether. This could be a reason why some people would say, love is blind, but we are not turning a blind eye on this fascinating subject. To further illustrate this point, it is worthwhile to allude a story, which aired in the news, in the year 2013. The story goes, that a lady from Sydney, Australia married an old bridge in France, namely, Le Pont du Diablo, which literally means, the Devil's Bridge. This may sound a bit of outlandish taste to some people, but this is what this lady chose as an object of her passion, and people could do the same for robots. In fact, some people already do. Furthermore, we would like to suggest, the theme of love is the grandest of all others, which taps its origins in the supernatural, or if you like, the extraterrestrial. Also, it is, and will remain the main solution to the problem of evil, which has led mankind to war against their neighbors, the environment, and mutually assured destruction. Now that we have degreased the scenery, the drama that unfolds is that of humanoid, humans, and love. In our quest to answer the question, can a human being fall in love with a robot? We need to highlight a few definitions. Humanoids are human-like robots. Their makers design them to resemble humankind in various forms, such as shape, functionality, and even emotional intelligence. These features make robots user-friendly, and easily adaptable to their environments, in order to perform their job functions as needed. Humanoids are more intelligent than your regular robots, that just perform a particular task, say, sweeping the corridors, or wrapping chocolate bunnies in Nezza's factory. There are many examples of these robots which you may already have used or seen in the movies, and the media at large, some of which have been granted human names, such as Sophia. Artificial intelligence and robotics are literally on the rise now than ever before, and like many things under the sun, have its advantages and disadvantages. But before we proceed, we ought to pause and give credit to developers and designers of such technologies, for the fantastic inventions that help to solve problems mankind has brought upon themselves, including natural disasters. Humanoids are great to work with because they can better understand humans than mere robots, and quickly tap into solutions of any problem in the realm of their expertise, saving time and effort. They may also be emotionally intelligently capable, but only in as far as they can mimic humans' emotional intelligence. This can be a scary, and an interesting trait, which many have already attested to, with their experiences with artificial intelligence applications such as Alexa, Siri, and a few others. Since humanoids and robots have human characteristics, and may be acting quite positively for altruistic purposes, can human fall in love with them? Absolutely. People may have strong feelings of passion for all kind of things. For instance, some people are extremely passionate about material possessions, and that is known as materialism. Another category may fall in love with statues or curves of both living and dead people, which is known as idolatry. Therefore, it will not be surprising when in a few years to come, some men and women choose to get married to robots or humanoids. What you need to note here, however, is not the possibility of this happening, but the fact that human beings can choose to fall in love with mere atoms and dust of the ground, which have been beautifully curved in human and animal forms, but without life. The sad irony of it is, these objects are not capable of reciprocating that kind of love, nor do they understand anything about it. But regardless of the object's lack of capacity to love them back, some people still do it anyways. Human history and experience have taught us that human beings, even though intelligent, does not always make wise decisions nor choose the best or reasonable action, in any given situation. With this in mind, our aim is not to tell you whether it is right or not to fall in love with a robot, or material things for that matter, for such judgment are at each person's disposal to make. We deem mankind is intelligent, and has been wonderfully created with consciousness as well as the freedom, or the free will to choose to love or not. To choose good or evil. Human beings and animals alike have the capacity to love. Robots, on the other hand, although fantastically designed, do not have a free will by which they may choose to reciprocate that love, therefore, are unable to. Robots merely execute commands. Unlike robots, which are amoral, humans are moral beings, capable of doing good or not, so at the end of the story, mankind is accountable and not the robots. You may wonder, how about artificial intelligence evolution? Well, that is for another video.